There are moments in life when you feel lost in the midst of a storm. Your mind is chaotic, your heart feels heavy, and everything around you seems to be collapsing. You might worry about the future, regret the past, or simply feel the weight of the present pressing down on you. But you know what? These feelings are not yours alone. We all have days like that. The Buddha taught that an unsettled mind is like water that is stirred. Only when you stop, observe, and let everything settle, will clarity emerge. Calmness is not a luxury or too difficult to attain. It is like a flower in your hand, if you know how to care for it, it will blossom. So how can we keep our minds calm, especially in the toughest times? Today, we will explore 5 tips to keep your mind calm during difficult times. These are not only deep lessons from Buddhist teachings but also practical methods that you can apply directly to your life. Imagine your mind as a clear bowl of water. When you stir it, the water becomes murky, and you cannot see through it. But if you set the bowl down and let it be still, the sediment will settle, and the water will gradually become clear again. Our minds are the same way. When you know how to calm your mind, everything becomes clearer, and you will find peace within yourself. The Buddha once said, "In stillness, there is strength." That is exactly what we need in the moments when life challenges us the most. The advice you are about to hear will not only help you overcome difficulties but will also provide clarity, helping you understand yourself better. But before we begin, if you are seeking peace and valuable lessons like these, please take a moment to like this video, share it with your loved ones, and subscribe to the Life Lessons channel. Every bit of support from you is the motivation for me to continue spreading these positive values to more people. Let 5 tips to keep your mind calm during difficult times be your guiding light. Now, let's embark on this journey together to rediscover peace in our souls. Tip 1. Stop and breathe deeply, the first step to finding peace. In life, there are times when our minds become chaotic, like a storm raging inside. We feel overwhelmed, pressured, and everything around us seems out of control. In such moments, the simple yet profound teaching of the Buddha echoes in our minds: stop. Why stop? Stopping is not just a physical action, it is also a state of mind. The Buddha taught that our minds are like a clear bowl of water. When stirred by anxiety, fear, and stress, the bowl becomes murky. If you keep stirring, you will never see the bottom. But when you stop, set the bowl down, and let everything settle naturally, the water will return to its original clarity. In difficult times, stopping is not a sign of weakness or giving up. On the contrary, it is a way to regain control. Stopping to observe and understand what is happening within and around you is the first step to overcoming adversity. The power of breath in calming the mind. Breath is the bridge connecting body and mind. The Buddha once said, "Breath is life." In breath, all stillness and wisdom are contained. When we breathe deeply, our minds have the opportunity to pause the relentless stream of thoughts. Try taking a brief moment to close your eyes and breathe deeply. Inhale slowly, feeling the air fill your lungs, and exhale slowly as if you are releasing all your anxiety and burdens. Just a few breaths like this, and you will feel a change. Modern science has shown that deep breathing not only helps the body relax but also activates the parasympathetic nervous system, reducing heart rate and blood pressure. More importantly, breathing brings stillness to the mind, helping you return to the present moment, the only place where you can truly live. Stop and breathe according to the teachings of the Buddha. In Buddhist teachings, breath is not just a biological act but an essential tool for developing mindfulness. The Buddha advised his disciples, focus on your breath. When you inhale, know that you are inhaling. When you exhale, know that you are exhaling. Awareness of breath helps calm the mind and brings you back to the present moment. This exercise may seem simple, but it is a profound practice for cultivating mindfulness. With each breath, you not only connect with your body but also explore the depths of your soul. Breath as a safe haven. Think of breath as a safe haven you can return to at any time. When you feel overwhelmed by work, complicated relationships, or the pains of life, breath is always there, waiting for you. No matter where you are, in the office, on a bus, or in the midst of a heated debate, just take a moment to stop and focus on your breath, and you will find your balance again. Deep breathing practice. To practice deep breathing, you don't need a special space or complex tools. Just follow these simple steps. Sit down or stand still in a comfortable position. If sitting, place your feet flat on the ground. Close your eyes, or if that's uncomfortable, you can keep them open but focus on a fixed point. Inhale slowly through your nose, feeling the air pass through your nostrils and into your lungs. Count to 4 in your head as you inhale. Hold your breath for 2 seconds, feeling the fullness of the moment. Exhale slowly through your mouth, counting to 6. Imagine you are releasing all tension and anxiety. Repeat this cycle at least 5 times or until you feel your mind calming down. Feel the transformation. After practicing, do you notice a difference? The worries may still be there, but they no longer seem overwhelming or all-consuming. Like a storm gradually subsiding, your mind begins to see the light of peace. A reminder from the Buddha. Deep breathing cannot erase all the problems in life, but it gives you a powerful tool to face them. The Buddha reminds us, it is not the wind that stirs the water, but our own mind that is the cause. When you master your breath, you master your mind. If you find these insights helpful, take the time to practice deep breathing today. And don't forget to share this valuable lesson with your loved ones. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the Life Lessons channel for more meaningful content like this. Let breath be your companion, helping you find peace within your soul, no matter how life challenges you. Tip 2. Observe without judgment, accepting emotions as part of life. In stressful moments of life, when emotions surge and your mind is clouded by anxiety, fear, or anger, one of the most important things you can do is to stop and observe. Observing emotions without judgment, without trying to change or suppress them, is one of the profound lessons taught by the Buddha. He emphasized, these emotions are not you. You are merely the observer of them. Why do we need to observe without judgment? In modern life, we often get caught up in the whirlwind of intense emotions. When faced with difficulties, many of us feel compelled to control our emotions to prevent them from taking over. However, this often does not help, rather, it can intensify those emotions. When negative feelings arise, such as anxiety, anger, or fear, instead of feeling guilty or wanting to push them out of your mind, the Buddha advises us to view them as clouds passing through the sky. They appear, but they will also pass. By observing without judgment, you allow emotions to come and go naturally without forcing them to change. The Buddha taught that suffering arises when we resist reality, when we try to change what is happening. Facing emotions without judgment is how we harmonize with reality, accepting that emotions are part of being human and part of life. Imagining rain through a window. Imagine sitting by a window, watching the rain fall outside. You cannot control the rain, nor can you stop the drops from falling to the ground. You can only sit there and observe, feeling the sounds and beauty that the rain brings. You do not judge the rain as good or bad, you simply observe it peacefully. Our emotions are similar to that rain. When an emotion arises, whether it be anger, anxiety, or guilt, instead of fighting against it, you simply observe. Feel that emotion in your body, in your mind, without getting swept away by it. Recognize that they are just clouds in the space of your soul, and they will naturally dissipate without resistance or judgment. Observing without judgment helps free yourself. The Buddha taught that we cannot control everything around us, but we can control how we respond to what happens. If we do not get caught up in negative emotions, they will not dominate our actions and thoughts. Observing without judgment is your way to free yourself from the control of emotions. When you stop labeling your emotions as bad or good, you will feel lighter. You will no longer feel guilty for having these natural emotions. Instead of criticizing yourself for feeling angry, anxious, or fearful, you learn to view them objectively and understand that they are just natural responses of the body and mind to specific circumstances. The benefits of observing emotions without judgment. Reduce stress and anxiety. When you learn to observe emotions rather than let them control you, you will no longer feel overwhelmed by them. You will feel calmer and be better able to handle difficult situations. Enhance self-awareness. Observing without judgment helps you identify and understand yourself better. You will see more clearly the sources of your emotions and how they affect your actions. Create space for clarity. When not suppressed by negative emotions, you will have the space to think more clearly and make wiser decisions. Foster compassion. When you accept your own emotions without judgment, you will also learn to accept and understand the emotions of others. The relief of non-judgment. When you practice observing emotions without judgment, you will feel a relief you may have never experienced before. No longer burdened by guilt or failure due to these emotions, you will feel freer and more at ease in facing life's challenges. Try a simple exercise. When you feel stressed or angry, pause for a moment. Close your eyes and listen to your body, noticing the sensations in your chest, in your belly. You may feel tightness, warmth, or discomfort. Instead of fighting it, simply observe, as if you are watching rain fall through a window. The emotions will come and then go, just as the rain will stop when the season changes. A reminder from the Buddha. The Buddha taught, everything in life is impermanent. Emotions are no different. When you learn to accept them as they are, you will no longer be governed by them. So instead of judging, instead of forcing yourself not to feel those things, just observe. Accept that emotions are merely temporary reactions and that they are not you. When you observe, you are no longer controlled by emotions. You become more free, strong, and wise. Remember, each time you feel swept away by negative emotions, just stop and observe. View your emotions as clouds in the sky, without the need to chase them away, just let them pass. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Life Lessons channel to share profound lessons from Buddhism, helping you live a more peaceful and enlightened life. Tip 3. Bring your mind to the present, live in the moment to find peace. In a life full of turmoil and stress, we often find ourselves caught up in thoughts of the past or worries about the future. Painful memories, unresolved issues, or uncertain expectations about the future can leave our minds chaotic and exhausted. This makes it easy to lose our inner peace and feel overwhelmed. How can we escape this cycle and bring our minds back to the present, where true peace exists? Buddhist teachings on living in the present. The Buddha taught that our lives exist only in the present moment. He emphasized that the past is gone, the future has not yet arrived, and we can only fully live in the moments we have now. If we continue to worry about what has happened or what is to come, we will miss the opportunity to experience tranquility in every moment. The past is gone, the future is not here, only the present is real, the Buddha taught. Therefore, bringing the mind to the present is one of the most powerful methods to regain peace within ourselves. Worry and fear, the picture of the past and future. Worry and fear often stem from two main sources: what has happened in the past or what has not yet occurred in the future. We tend to dwell on past memories, mistakes, failures, or painful experiences. Alternatively, we create anxieties about an uncertain future, fearing the unknown. In both cases, we are living in what is not real. When we worry about the past, we cannot change what has happened. When we worry about the future, we cannot know for certain what will come. The reality is that only the present is the time we can truly live and feel. All change occurs in the present. To find peace, we need to bring our minds back to the now. Focusing on simple things. In Buddhist teachings, mindfulness is a powerful practice that helps us live fully in the present. Mindfulness means fully concentrating on what is happening right now, without letting the mind wander to the past or future. A simple way to practice mindfulness is to focus on the simple things around us, things we often overlook in our busy lives. Imagine you are sitting with a warm cup of tea. You don't need to think about the past or worry about the future. Instead, just focus on the sensation of the cup in your hands, the warmth rising from the tea, and the gentle aroma it gives off. Feel the warmth from the cup, listen to the sound of the tea dripping as you pour it. All your attention at this moment is on what is happening right now. The miracle of living in the present. As humans, we tend to seek perfection in everything, and when we don't achieve it, we feel disappointed and tired. However, the present is where you can find peace, not in an uncertain future or a past that has passed. Every moment of life is an opportunity to experience, to feel life, and to find joy in simple things. When you stand before an ancient tree, take a moment to admire its beauty. Feel the gentle breeze passing through. Hear the rustling of the leaves. By allowing your mind to be fully present in that moment, you will feel a deep sense of peace. You will realize that life does not need to be perfect to bring joy. Peace comes from living fully and completely in simple moments, without needing them to be extravagant or complicated. Finding peace in small moments. When your mind returns to the present, you'll find that the difficulties of life become lighter. Worries no longer control you. A sense of tranquility arises as you learn to appreciate simple things like a rain shower, a blooming flower, or the sound of birds singing in the morning. These moments are opportunities for your mind to rest and for you to find peace from within. The Buddha once said, "Peace does not come from external things but from the harmony of the soul with reality." This means that peace is not a destination but a state we can experience in every moment. When your mind is fully present in this moment, you will feel a connection with the world around you and find joy in simple things. Ways to practice bringing your mind to the present. Mindfulness in every breath, simply focus on your breathing. Feel each inhale and exhale. When you feel anxious or stressed, just pause and take a deep breath. Let your breath bring you back to the present. Pay attention to small things. Take time to observe what is around you, a cup of tea, the sound of birds, or just a gentle breeze. Direct all your attention to these things, so your mind is not swept away by worries or feelings of unease. Listen and feel. Sometimes, just stop and listen to the sounds of life, the rain falling, the wind blowing, or the rustling of leaves. These sounds can bring you a sense of peace and a connection to nature. Life is a series of precious moments that we often overlook while chasing distant goals. Take a moment to reconnect with peace in each present moment. Tip 4. Find a quiet place, a space for a peaceful mind. In our busy and stressful lives, we often forget that sometimes the most necessary thing to calm down is to step away from the noise and chaos around us. From work and relationships to daily responsibilities, everything can easily make our minds tense and confused. So how can we regain peace of mind when life seems to continuously push us into a whirlpool of stress and anxiety? One of the valuable pieces of advice that Buddha has pointed out is, find a quiet place. Buddhist teachings on outer and inner silence. Buddha taught that our minds are like the surface of water, and our thoughts and emotions are like waves. When the mind is not calm, waves of anxiety, anger, or fear will rise uncontrollably, causing us to lose peace and clarity. To see the true nature of things and phenomena, we need to calm those waves so the water can be still and clear. Finding a quiet space to calm the soul. In modern life, we are constantly caught up in the surrounding noise, from traffic sounds, conversations, to the noises of work, machinery, and technology. These sounds can sometimes make our minds tense and lose focus on what is truly important in life. That is why Buddha advises us to seek out quiet places. Finding a quiet space doesn't necessarily mean a temple or a deep forest. It could be a small corner in your home, a room without noise, or a peaceful natural space like a grassy field, beach, or park. What matters is that you create a space where you can feel comfortable and undisturbed. This is a place where you can rest, be still, and reconnect with yourself. Outer silence leads to inner silence. When you find a quiet space, it is an opportunity to bring your mind into a state of rest. Quiet spaces help reduce busyness and distractions, allowing your soul to return to its natural state, peaceful, clear, and free. Buddha taught, if you want to achieve peace of mind, you must first create a quiet space outside. Sitting in a quiet space not only helps reduce stress but also provides an opportunity for you to practice mindfulness. Without distractions from the outside world, you can easily focus on your breath, feel your presence in each moment, and become more aware of your thoughts and emotions. This is a crucial step in calming strong emotions and finding peace within. The quiet space of nature. Nothing compares to the tranquility that nature provides. When you step outside, sit under a large tree, breathe in fresh air, or simply walk along a quiet path, you will feel profound peace from nature. Nature, with its stillness and simplicity, can help you escape the busyness of the modern world and open a space for your mind to rest. You have likely experienced the feeling of listening to the wind rustling through the leaves or the sound of birds singing in the forest. These gentle sounds can help you relax and soothe the chaotic thoughts in your mind. Buddha taught that nature is a wonderful medium to help us find calmness. When you connect with nature, you not only find peace but also learn to live in harmony with the universe, thereby regaining balance in your life. How to find a quiet place in a busy life? Create a personal space. While we may not be able to change our entire environment, we can actively create a quiet space within our own home. A small room, a quiet meditation corner, or even just a chair by a window with soft light can be enough to create a space for relaxation and peace. Set aside time for yourself daily. Don't wait until you feel exhausted to seek quietness. Dedicate a short period each day to retreat from the outside world and reconnect with yourself. It could be in the morning when the world is still quiet or in the evening before you go to bed. Use these moments to meditate, breathe deeply, or simply sit still and feel your presence. Practice mindfulness in a quiet space. When you find a quiet space, use that time to practice mindfulness. Focus on your breath, on the sensations in your body, on your presence in that space. Mindfulness helps you break free from chaotic thoughts and brings you back to the present moment where you can feel deep peace. Regaining inner peace. When we find a quiet space, we also create an opportunity for our souls to regain peace. Buddha taught that outer silence makes it easier for you to achieve inner calmness, leading to clarity and tranquility. This quietness is the path that helps us reduce stress, understand ourselves better, and live in harmony with the world around us. Life is a series of busy days, but don't forget to take moments of quiet for yourself. Find a quiet place, pause, and let your soul rest. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Life Lessons channel to continue accompanying us on the journey to seek peace and wisdom from the teachings of Buddha. Tip 5. Let go of what you cannot control, the path to inner freedom. In life, there are many things we cannot control. Unexpected events, the people around us, or even ourselves can sometimes be beyond our complete control. The effort to control everything often leads to confusion, anxiety, and suffering. In reality, confusion and stress stem from our clinging to things that aren't ours, attempting to change what cannot be changed. The Buddha taught, there are things in life we cannot control, and trying to control them only complicates the mind. In Buddhist teachings, learning to let go is one of the key elements that help us achieve peace and inner freedom. Today, we will explore this advice from the Buddha and learn how to release what is beyond our control to free our souls. Why do we always want to control? Before delving into letting go, we need to understand why we tend to want to control everything. Control is a natural human response to fear and uncertainty. We worry about the future, fear the unknown, and want everything to go our way to feel safe. When we feel we cannot control a situation, we often fall into confusion and insecurity. However, in reality, trying to control everything is not only impossible but also harmful to ourselves. It causes stress, fatigue, and makes us more susceptible to negative emotions. Our minds become confused, and we lose the ability to find peace. This is like trying to grasp the wind. The more you try to hold on, the faster it slips away. Letting go, a journey of accepting impermanence. In the Buddha's teachings, impermanence is one of the most important truths. Everything in life changes, nothing lasts forever. Emotions, thoughts, situations, and even people are constantly changing. Therefore, trying to control everything is not only futile but also goes against the nature of life. Letting go is the act of accepting impermanence, recognizing that there are things we cannot change, and learning to live in harmony with those changes. The Buddha taught that letting go does not mean abandoning responsibilities or giving up, rather, it is a wise way of living that prevents our souls from being burdened by what is beyond our control. Like a leaf floating on water. The image of a leaf floating on a flowing river is a perfect illustration of letting go. The leaf does not try to cling to the water, it does not try to change the direction of the flow. It simply floats along gently, allowing the water to guide it. Similarly, we need to learn to let go of things outside our control. Worries and unchangeable situations should drift away like the leaf on the water. When we stop clinging and trying to control, everything will naturally find its place. Accepting the unchangeable. Accepting what cannot be changed is the first step to letting go. There are things we cannot change, and accepting them is part of the journey to inner freedom. Acceptance does not mean surrender or inaction. Acceptance means acknowledging that some things are beyond our control and allowing them to unfold naturally. A simple example is loss. We cannot change the loss of a loved one, and sometimes that sorrow can leave us feeling lost. However, continuously trying to hold on to the deceased or living in pain will only further harm our souls. Letting go of attachment and accepting that life sometimes involves loss will help us find peace within. A lighter heart through letting go. When you learn to let go, you will feel a lighter heart. The Buddha taught, letting go not only frees us from suffering but also allows us to live a life of freedom and peace. When you let go, you are no longer bound by worries, fears, or things that cannot be changed. You will learn to live in the present moment, and from there, your soul will become calm and serene. Letting go and living in peace. Letting go does not mean you stop caring about what happens around you. Letting go means you live a life not controlled by anxiety and things beyond your control. You can still act and do what needs to be done but are no longer haunted by the outcome. You accept that everything changes, and you cannot hold on to it forever. You can only change yourself, change your perspective, and change your attitude toward life. Learning to let go in every moment. In daily life, you can start learning to let go from small things. Let go of negative thoughts, release anger, and abandon unrealistic expectations. By doing this, you will learn to live a free life, unbound by the past or anxious about the future. Remember that, like a leaf floating on water, you do not need to control everything. When you let go, you will find your soul becoming lighter and freer. This very act of letting go will help you find peace and happiness in life. Conclusion. Life can be challenging and difficult, but simple advice from the Buddha can help us maintain peace of mind in tough times. Like a flowing river, our minds also need to relax and calm down after each upheaval. These 5 pieces of advice, though simple, hold immense power to help you find tranquility within yourself. Starting by stopping and taking a deep breath creates space to listen to your inner voice. Observing without judgment helps you avoid getting swept away by emotions, replacing it with understanding and acceptance. Bringing your mind back to the present helps you free yourself from worries about the future or regrets about the past. And when you seek a quiet space, you will feel tranquility and a deep connection with yourself. Finally, letting go of what you cannot control is a crucial step toward freeing yourself from psychological burdens, leading to inner freedom. Remember, peace is not something distant, it is not somewhere beyond your reach. Peace is always within your grasp, as long as you are willing to seek and practice it. When you learn to calm your mind, you will find life becoming lighter and more serene than ever. Thank you for watching this video. If you find this advice helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Life Lessons channel to continue accompanying us on the journey to find peace and happiness in life. Wishing you always maintain calmness and find joy in every moment.